A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us on Newscope tonight. Newscope is that magazine program that brings you everything news behind the scene. My name is Dianime Uko, and today is Sunday, October 5th, 2025. And on Newscope tonight, we have a whole lot for you, beginning from questions asked by the National Assembly following the incessant should I say, the lingering bad state, the deplorable state of the Calabar-Itu Federal Highway. And of course, there have been cries from commuters and residents of that road. It's been unending and there's not been answers to the questions. So the National Assembly has had to step in and has asked the federal government very pertinent questions. The answers will come in the course of this program. Also on Newscope tonight, we will be having a conversation around our native dialects, our languages. What is wrong with our indigenous languages? Very sadly, we're beginning to lose them because everyone wants to speak English. Are there answers to these questions, or is there any way out? Is there any way we can go back in time so that our languages will come top? Also on the program tonight, we will be looking at breaking kola nuts. In Nigeria, it is a common culture across ethnic groups. You will hear commonly people will say they're breaking kola nuts. What does it mean? Especially when they have guests. It is very big around the Igbo ethnic nationality. What does it mean? And is it also a culture that is gradually fading away like our language? This and more we will bring your way in the course of Newscope tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, this program is reaching you live on NTA Channel 12 here in Uyo, and also on our Facebook and YouTube on facebook.com/NTA Channel 12 Uyo, as well as www.youtube.com/NTA Uyo, and we will engage better there. Let us begin Newscope tonight from the home front and of course from the Hilltop Mansion, where the Christians first have been admonished to cultivate the attitude of thanksgiving to enable God do marvelous miracles in their lives. The Reverend Victor James gave the charge during a solemn assembly at Nongitaofiong family in Birebelbio, Ibesukwa Sultan local government area. We have John Paul Alumona with the report.
The solemn assembly was organized by the family head of Nongitaofiong family in Birebelbio, Obon Umoitum, to appreciate God for his benevolence in his life and for making him the family head. In his sermon, Right Reverend Victor James of Lutheran Church of Nigeria reminds the people the importance of gratitude to God and fellow humans as it opens opportunity for more blessings. He described Obon Umoitum as a man who believes in God and prayed God to continue to preserve him because of his faithfulness in him.
Whatever is able today is as a result of God's grace and love. The wealth he amassed, the long life, the good health, the children, and every other blessing, both spiritual and physical, originate from God. And without God, he wouldn't have been what he is today.
Chairman of the occasion, Harrison Umedimo, and the manager programs of NTA, Aya Sokwo, described Obon Umo as a hardworking man who always showed compassionate love to his people at all times.
God should give him longer life. Let him live like Methuselah in the days of the Bible. God should give him the grace, the wisdom, the understanding for him to be able to carry this mantle that he has been given.
And for me, on behalf of NTA, we advise that he should hold on God, trust on God. It is the only God, because they say the heart of a king is in the hands of God, that will protect him on that seat.
The brand's long life. I want to also say that as a leader, should lead his people in a manner that the Almighty will always be with him.
I live with Omo for 12 years. He's a very good friend and a good brother. I want to appreciate and said that the honor that have been given to him, crowning him as a chief, he should maintain and control his people.
The family head of Noita Fiong family, Obong Umo Etum, while recalling his little beginning around 1992 and 96, appreciated God, his family, and the management of NTA for what God has used the station to do in his life. He thanked the family and assured them that he will continue to do his best to ensure that he attracts development to them.
What I achieved in life, and because of NTA, make me to be what I am. So I'm so happy. Also thank my family that stay with me to accept me to be their family head.
My prayer for my dad is that he should live long, he should hold victory, and above all, God should give him wisdom to take care of his people.
The solemn assembly featured goodwill messages from family, management of NTA, and friends, as well as well-wishers. Special prayers was offered for God's blessings and protection on the family of Noita Fiong family. In Uyo, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
The National Assembly has vowed to holistically address encumbrances, stalling work on the Ikodekbene-Itu-Odukbani Federal Highway and other similar projects across the Federation. At an oversight on ongoing federal projects in Akwa Ibom State by the Joint National Assembly Committee on Works, the lawmakers regrets the lives lost on the road. Clement Barikwe has details.
For more than a decade, residents of Akwa Ibom and Cross River States, as well as other users, have continued to look up to the federal government to intervene on the state of the Calabar to Federal Highway. This cry of the people and lives lost on the road have attracted several stakeholders, including the Joint National Assembly Committee on Works, who is here to find lasting solutions to the slow pace of work on the road project. Delays in the payment of compensation and change of one of the contractors after mobilization were among issues of concern raised.
And this road is a major road. It concerns the presiding officers that even preside over the budget of this country, Mr. Senate President. I don't know how many persons he has lost on this river. And I must take this and I will follow up alongside with my colleagues on this road to the extent that this road is done.
Every kobo released to any contractor must be judicially spent. That's our own work. And also the issue of money being released or not, you need to approach Parliament as well.
Representative of the supervising ministry is promising that the challenges notwithstanding, the project will be delivered to Nigerians.
On our part, we are here to push the contractors. We'll continue to push them to ensure that they do this, they deliver these jobs on time, so that Nigerians who have been suffering, particularly the people of Akwa Ibom State and Cross River, who have endured so much pain along this Ikodekbene-Itu-Odukbani, that they'll be able to smile very soon. I can assure the people of my Akwa Ibom and Cross River that very soon that road will be very motorable and they'll be able to enjoy the benefits of the democracy of this regime.
I think the major challenge we are facing is the issue of compensation. Since there was this approval or that the states should handle compensation, so we'll be having that challenge for a while now. So most of our reports, the report, enumeration report that we forwarded to the state up to now has not gotten response. And it is a major challenge in the sense that we are finding it difficult to access most corridors. So we don't have the right of way to work. Even when we have the money, we can't do anything.
At the East-West Road bypass in Neket section, the lawmakers gave the contractors up to November 2025 to complete all pilings and earthworks. Clement Barikwe, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoeno says divisive tendencies and treachery have no place in the state's development agenda. Governor Eno said this while Addressing supporters that received him at the Victor Atta International Airport, Uyo, Clement Barikui again has the report.
Governor Umoino was out of the state for official engagement after the 38th anniversary of the state's creation. The governor reaffirmed his commitment to promoting unity, peace and progress in Akwa Ibom State, charging the supporters to ensure that they register with the All Progressives Congress and also take part in the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise to enable them vote for more progress and development. On the return of night flight to Victor Atta International Airport, Governor Ino commended the management of the airport for working hard to meet up with the deadline given to them.
Our airport is back, and so we can land in the night. Ibom Air can now bring in people. Ibom Air will now begin to night stop in Uyo, so that they can do first flight to Lagos, first flight to Abuja. Because this is the home of Ibom Air. That's why we have to work to make sure that we get back on track. And so we're also working on all other projects. We are moving from 771 kilometers of road to 1,000 because this dry season, contractors are going to be put back on the road.
The governor used the opportunity to thank the State House of Assembly for its speedy passage of the state's supplementary budget, announcing that the government will extend its road project from its current 772 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers as the dry season approaches. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
In another development, the Akwa Ibom State government has relocated the proposed compressed natural gas (CNG) bus terminal, the site at Odiogitam in Itu local government area. Speaking during the inspection of the site at Ikodakpe, Governor Umoino noted that the decision to relocate the terminal after much consideration was to ensure accessibility for residents in the state. Clement Barikui again reports.
In 2023, the federal government launched the compressed natural gas buses through the presidential CNG initiative to reduce fuel costs, create jobs and promote environmental sustainability by transitioning from petrol and diesel to CNG-powered vehicles. The Akwa Ibom State government is already keen into this initiative with an initial 50 CNG buses already ordered to enhance the state transport system. This former Urai boat, recently demolished by the state government, is the new site for the CNG terminal. Governor Umoino announced that the CNG bus terminal will consist of a gas station, training school, repair workshop to train engineers in CNG technology and maintenance.
Initially identified somewhere in Itu, but when we reviewed it, it wouldn't be economically viable because people won't be able to travel to Itu. They will still need a substation in Uyo. So we now said, okay, let's leave that property. Still government will put another project there. Let's come to a central place. And I want to thank the community for working, giving us the opportunity to bring the project here. So the bus terminal will be here. They've cleared. I wanted to see for myself. They will fence and the work will start.
The governor commended the host community for their cooperation to ensure the success of the project, urging the youth to protect it from vandalism. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Away from the Hilltop Mansion, let's turn our attention to the legislature, where the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has summoned the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Ekem John, the Permanent Secretary, Hospital Management Board, and Chief Superintendent of Ikpe General Hospital, in the local government area to appear before the House within 2 weeks. Assembly correspondent Nsikak Okon reports that this follows the incident of September 16, 2025, where members of the 8th Assembly's Committee on Health were denied access into Ikpe General Hospital during an oversight visit.
Aside from the making of laws for the betterment of citizens and the state, another important responsibility of lawmakers is to oversight government projects. Hence, their visit to Ikpe General Hospital in a local government's area to ascertain the working condition of the hospital. The Chairman House Committee on Health and member representing Ibionibom State Constituency, Moses Essien, while leading members of the committee for an oversight function in the hospital, were denied access into the hospital by the Chief Medical Superintendent of the hospital, Dr. Kemini Okut. Dr. Okut reportedly informed the lawmakers that his action was based on instructions from the Health Commissioner and Permanent Secretary, Hospital Management Board. Presenting the issue on the floor of the House under matter of urgent public importance, Chairman of the committee, Mr. Sien, describes the incident as insulting and embarrassing to the House.
The Speaker, construction of hospitals and upgrading hospital facilities is a product of the appropriation of the House of Assembly. And so because we make the law governing these institutions, the Constitution also empowers us to guide our side. But the medical superintendent vehemently told us he cannot allow us access to the facility. I consider this act a very serious embarrassment, an insult, and application of the institution of government, the House of Assembly.
The leader of the House and member representing Nsorobiom State Constituency, Otobon Bob, the Deputy Speaker, Kufre Basie Didem, and Prince Upong Akpabio comments on the issue.
The Speaker, I think he must take, and as an arm of government, we must take strong exception and do the needful to ensure that this serves as a deterrent going forward.
What we have just heard is an aberration. It has no place in democracy at all. Everything owned by Akwa State government belongs to Akwa people. And legislators are the ones speaking and representing the symbol of the Akwa people.
They are between us one criminal activity or another. So those are my fears. So we should not take this matter like it is a matter that we should even involve police. When they go into that facility and check that facility properly. Because I see no reason why someone will block government from entering government facility.
Speaker Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Udemoto describes the incident as a serious affront to the legislature.
Chairman House Committee on Health to send a letter inviting the Commissioner, the CMD of in the General Hospital, the Permanent Secretary, and Chairman, this matter, you will report back to this House in less than 2 weeks.
The incident of Ikpe General Hospital came up barely some weeks after Governor Moino declared a state of emergency in the health sector with the recruitment of 2,000 medical personnel, a move widely applauded with hopes to strengthen the healthcare system. Nsikak Okon, NTN News.
Let's now turn our attention to sports, where Britain's Cameron Norrie secured his first win since the US Open to advance to the third round of the Shanghai Open. With details and more, here is Suleiman Musa on Sports Updates.
Nigeria's Flying Eagles are set for a make-or-break encounter against Colombia in their final Group F fixture at the ongoing 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. The crucial tie slated for Monday, October 6, will determine qualification for the knockout stage, with just a narrow margin separating the top 3 teams in the group. Nigeria lost their opening match 1-0 to Norway, but bounced back with a 3-2 victory over Saudi Arabia, sitting third in the standings with 3 points. In tennis, Tayo Adesoji has pledged to reposition the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation (NTTF) for improved performance both locally and internationally. Adesoji, formerly the federation's vice president, was elected president of the NTTF Elective Congress held on Saturday at the VIP Center of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. He will lead the federation for the next 4 years.
So this is another opportunity to do more for the game and help those that are not at our level, that are talented, to realize their talent and at the same time make a better living. You know, for us, it's about helping people. It's about giving back to the society.
Finally, Great Britain Cameron Norrie claimed his first win since the US Open, defeating France at Osaka in a thrilling 6-3 love 6-7-6 encounter to reach the third round of the Shanghai Masters. The Britain number 2, who had suffered back-to-back defeats in Shanghai and Beijing, finally broke the streak with a determined performance to seal passage into the next round. With sport update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
We take our first commercial in the program tonight. When we return, we'll head straight to Newscope. Please stay.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. Tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite bar, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hymns Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, Ewet Housing Estates, Uyo, Okwamum State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806 840 1220 or 0701 661 7341. The Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Tafarafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
You're welcome to Newscope. Instruments serve as accompaniment to music, making it more fun and entertaining. But beyond entertainment, instruments speak a language only understood by the initiates. What language could that be? A correspondent takes it from here.
Music is a sound that is pleasant to the ears. This is made possible by usage of instruments. In a world rich with diverse cultures, traditional instruments serve as a universal language, bridging gaps and fostering unity. Let's explore how instruments like the xylophone, drums, and rattle bring people together.
Instrument speaks. The only thing there very interesting is that it speaks to the people who understand the language. There is a way the drummer will give a tune, and the tune is, come inside. We are waiting for you.
Are you following? Then you also know, you see, we are dancing and moving on, they are drumming, and the lead dancer comes to the drummer, to the orchestra, and then carries the leg up, and the music stops. There is communication. Of course, we do dance drama, where you do towards the drums, the instrumentations.
Instruments have the power to unite. They transcend linguistic and cultural barriers, allowing people to communicate and connect on a deeper level. In festivals, ceremonies, and gatherings, music becomes a shared experience that fosters community.
There are moments when you need to, the instrument will tell you, it's time for 2 of you to go, let 3 remain. Other signature tune will come and say, this one person. So it's everybody is a rap now, 1 to end. And then there are times they say, okay, wait, to even change the steps in a dance. Nobody will come to the stage and say, take the left, take the right, bring the new step. No. All of these are communicated via the instrumentality of the traditional instruments.
The language of instruments is a powerful unifier. By embracing and teaching traditional music, we foster unity, preserve culture, and enrich our communities. Let's celebrate the melodies that bind us and pass them on to future generations.
Each of these instruments is a signifier. That is why, for instance, if you're talking about the ekpe with the bell and so on, there are times when you see, I remember growing up in Calabar, for a period of 2, 3, 4 seconds, the ekpe could be ringing the bell. Ringing the bell constantly. It stands for something. It cannot be for nothing. There are intervals that will bring those things. So different intervals will bring in the rattle, the sound of rattle. The other one will bring the obodum, will bring in the ekomo, will bring in the ntakro, will bring in the nkong, and will bring in the xylophone.
Teaching younger generations to play traditional instruments is crucial. It preserves cultural heritage, promotes identity, and encourages creativity.
It's a cultural practice that needs to be preserved, because I can tell you, if some of these techniques and basic the skills are not transmitted to the younger generation, they will be lost.
It is necessary that we teach our children this music, our traditional music, so that they know exactly where we're coming from.
By learning these instruments, children gain a sense of belonging and appreciation for their roots.
That's a beautiful one there. What language of the instruments do you understand? Let's now join Glory Ukwa for updates in the world of entertainment.
Arya Star has once again placed the nation on the global entertainment map. The international streaming giant Spotify recently unveiled its list of the top 5 female Afrobeat artists, and Arya Star came out on top. The young singer, who has captured both local and international audiences with her chart-topping singles, continues to prove that her talent is more than a passing trend. With hits like Rush and Bloody Samaritan, Arya Star has gained massive airplay across continents, positioning herself as a global voice for Afrobeat. Industry watchers say this latest recognition is not just a win for the singer, but also a testament to the growing dominance of female artists in a genre that was once largely male-driven. Global superstar Rihanna and her partner, American rapper A$AP Rocky have welcomed the arrival of their new baby. Rihanna, who is already a mother of two, has been praised for balancing her thriving career with motherhood. While the couple is yet to reveal the name for their newborn, Rihanna's growing family reflects her evolving journey, not just as an artist but also as a fashion mogul and entrepreneur. The singer remains one of the most influential voices in the global entertainment industry, and this new chapter of her life is being celebrated far beyond the music scene. Afrofusion singer Adekunle Gold continues to spread Nigerian music across international borders. The singer recently performed at the prestigious Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's annual event, where he delivered a thrilling performance to a global audience. The event, which brought together world leaders, philanthropists, and innovators, aims to spotlight initiatives addressing some of the world's biggest challenges. Adekunle Gold's performance added a vibrant cultural touch to the gathering, earning applause and admiration from attendees. For entertainment news, Glory Ukwa, NTA News.
Thank you so much, Glory Ukwa, for that update in the world of entertainment. Indigenous languages, an integral part of culture and tradition, is facing a gradual decline, especially among the younger generation. While many young people now lean towards the English language and Pidgin, what is the fate of these indigenous languages when they go into extinction? Emedi Ongetim, in this special report, tells us more on the need to promote the mother tongue.
The ability to speak the local language in recent times among people, especially the younger generation, is gradually fading away, raising concerns about cultural preservation and what may have given rise to this trend.
Because I have not been to places where they really coach me with Ibibio language. My parents normally speak English with us at home. They only speak Ibibio with us occasionally.
We use English because some of us, most of us, are conversant with English because some of us are not from here. Okay. Some of us are from the Igbo side, and so we have to communicate with English, some of us.
While some young persons admit they cannot speak their local language at all, others struggle to speak. Some persons share their thoughts on ways to promote learning the mother tongue, urging that more attention be given to indigenous languages in our community.
Ibibio language.
Okay, why do you speak Ibibio language?
Because Ibibio help us understand ourselves. When you speak Ibibio language, which is our cultural language, you easily understand what they are saying. If the government strictly allow teachers teach in Ibibio language or our cultural language, students will easily understand what they are being taught because this enables free understanding during the lectures.
You identify with your culture, it shows that you know where you come from, and it gives you the prestige to speak comfortably wherever you are. Of course, I'm a very proud son of Anna. Of course, what am I trying to say? I'm always happy when I speak my language. Wherever I go, I speak my native language, and I encourage children around me to speak their local language.
Some parents also express their support to encourage the younger generation to speak their local language, as it remains a vital part of culture and identity that should not be lost to English language.
When you don't speak your language, first of all, it therefore means that you don't value your culture. For example, in the morning, you tell them to tell you amesere, meaning good morning, you know. So a child will ask you, what's the meaning of amesere? You tell the child it means good morning, and the child will ask you, okay, what should be my response? You say ameserende. That doesn't stop the child from knowing English.
Advice to parents is that they should teach the children at home to speak their language. Maybe the next person they will understand the language she's speaking will be of assistance to the child.
The parents at home should teach the children how to speak the language. For instance, they should help them to know how to call the names of things like pestle, udon, plate, usan, spoon, ikbang, like those things, so that when they come to school, they will be able to cope and be able to understand and learn it and understand it perfectly.
The future of indigenous languages, however, rests on the choices made by today's generation, whether to abandon it or pass it on with pride to the next generations. Emilion Etten, NTA News.
We must ensure concerted efforts so we can keep our languages going, otherwise they will go into extinction. A stitch in time, says 9. In Nigeria's rich cultural heritage, the humble kolanut holds a place in honor, a tradition deep in symbolism, community, and warmth. With a playful wink that the kolanut doesn't speak English, this age-long practice of breaking kolanuts persists vibrantly across the country. Remarkably, members of Nigeria's academia in Aba have echoed a resounding agreement that this is worth preserving, infusing modernity with echoes of heritage. Join Kelechi Okata as she explores the enduring charm and conviction behind this Nigeria's beloved kolanut tradition, a cultural heartbeat that keeps beating strong.
They may not speak English or a specific language, but kolanuts have a language of their own, one deeply rooted in culture, warmth, and tradition. Breaking a kolanut is an old Nigerian ritual and a way of saying you are welcome, a gesture that carries the weight of history and the sweetness of belonging.
We
use our native language to speak to it, and it understands our native language. People are not in Ebola. Please welcome.
At the Dr. Ogbonnayonu Polytechnic Aba, members of the academic community explain why the breaking of kolanuts remains a cultural treasure, explaining its role as a sign of hospitality and respect that transcends tribes and tongues, telling every guest, here, you are at home.
Started from the early time, our forefathers. So we are trying to uphold it to make sure that it stands.
We cannot do away with our culture, and we need to sustain it.
At cultural festivals, kolanuts are cracked open to unlock blessings. Each split is symbolic, a prayer for friendship, health, and long life, shared with guests whose presence is honored in the most authentic Nigerian way. The bitter taste, mingling with joy, becomes a reminder that life itself is a blend, and friendship is all the sweeter when seasoned with tradition. Across communities, kolanut stands tall as a unifying thread, whether Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba. It bridges identities, dissolves barriers, and for centuries has fostered togetherness from the south to the north.
In Igbo land, we value kolanuts in different ways. In Yoruba, they value it in their different way. In Hausa, they value it in different ways. So we use kolanut to recognize our ancestors.
Interestingly, young Nigerians are finding new ways to keep the practice alive. On social media, kolanut moments now trend alongside food photography as cultural hashtags, while cafes experiment with kolanut-infused treats, blending old charm with new flair.
You see young people on the internet posting kolanut, using it for cultural content and using cultural hashtags. You also see the modern day chefs. They are experimenting with kolanut, where you see something like kolanut infusion. They're able to get things like cola syrup, cola tea, kolanut in powdered form. They use it for ice cream, they use it for baking. You go to cafes, you see things like that. So that's a way to like give the practice of kolanut a fresh twist and still keeping it relevant in today's world.
Kolanuts may not speak English, but they speak straight to the heart. They speak of warmth, friendship, and identity. So, the next time you crack a kolanut, remember, it is not just a nut, it is Nigeria's cultural language of welcome. And in it, everyone is invited.
What a beautiful culture that we must not allow to die. We must collectively hand down to our next generation. Fruits described as nature's medicine have always been advised by health experts to be a part of the dietary components for individuals, especially the adults. With this in mind, regular consumption of fruits can therefore be said to improve overall health needs of people, thus preventing regular visits to health facilities. Lillian Ikono in this special report takes a look at fruits and why it is described as nature's medicine.
Fruits are essential and excellent source of dietary fiber, which can help regulate bowel movement, prevent constipation, and support healthy blood sugar level, as well as reduce the risk of heart disease. Research shows that fruits like pineapple and papaya contain anti-inflammatory compounds that aid in the reduction of risk of contracting arthritis and diabetes while alleviating symptoms. Fruits also promote overall health and well-being. Medical experts say regular fruit consumption can lower the risk of heart disease, improve digestion, strengthen the immune system, and provide natural energy. Doctors advise citizens to incorporate a variety of fruits into daily meals because of the significant impact fruits have on people's overall well-being.
Fruits contain vitamins, minerals that your body needs. So you need fruits, but you need also to be enlightened on the type of fruits to eat for your health, the amount of fruits to eat to have a balanced diet and the balanced nutrient within your system. So it is absolutely necessary, and we encourage people to eat fruit.
Residents of Uyo share their thoughts on the matter.
There are health benefits in fruits now. For health benefits, we eat fruits. And to boost our immune system, we need fruits. And for good skin, for you to have a good skin, you need fruits. So these are some of the reasons why we need fruits.
When you shop like pawpaw, orange, and so on, you will see how that thing would find in your body. Every of their waste product would be clean, and your cell would be very, very light. And that is why I like fruit. Even today, that is what I ate before I come out from house.
Vitamins you need from fruits. I feel it should be a compulsory diet. It keeps you, on your skin, keeps you very refreshed, and then helps your brain activity.
The consensus here is that everyone needs a good quantity of fruits every day because, like many health experts affirm, will keep the hospital at bay. In Uyo, Lillian Ikono, NTA News.
We're due for another commercial break. When we return, we have more interesting stories for you. Please stay.
CY Best Electronics. Awesome, great, and indeed a finesse among the best quality electronics of all brands of television and smart television sets ranging from 19 to 66 inches, compact disc, DVD players, home theater sets, and soundbar music systems. What about extension wires and accessories, AV, HDMI, auxiliary cables, TV guard and surge protectors, wall brackets, DVD mounts, and wall shelves? These and more at CY Best Electronics, 30 Nepal Line, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and order, please call 0803 599 7564, 0808 556 3469, or 0802 685 0027. CY Best Electronics. God is love.
Goodly Pearls Recovery Mandate presents Women's Magazine program entitled Her Voice and Strengths. Join us as we share stories of resilience, courage, and triumph about women. It relates rare women who are changing the world, women who have made and left legacies, iconic women with strengths and voices that translated to huge successes in our time. Join Dora Okwabasi on NTA Channel 12 Uyo as she presents the program Her Voice and Strengths every Saturday 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Keep a date.
You're welcome back. The sight of pork on a grill and its aroma coupled with a tender bite for a perfectly roasted pork for many is more than just an experience. For many residents of Uyo in Akwa Ibom State, smoked pork appears to be a ready snack at street corners, and for many others it makes the meal complete. Interestingly, beyond its rich tastes, Evelyn Baduekpo goes into the world of pork to find out its nutritional value and the reason behind its popularity in Uyo.
Pork, known as Anueshi in Igbo language, is not just a meal, it is fast.
Akwa Ibom State is known for its versatility in creating savory dishes. It is also no doubt that the reason behind different meal spots are scattered along streets in Uyo to meet the demands of tasty meals to consumers. One of such is the roasted pork, which is popular on streets within Uyo metropolis. But what is the attraction, after all, for some Uyo residents to pork stands?
I'm a spray painter. A work that you need energy to work. And sometimes when I came to his place, I used to collect pork meat like 500, 1,000. He always give, even more than that, he gave me energy to work.
They love it because it is meat and with what it does to the body. And most of the people, when they buy, they usually said that doctors always recommended it for them to eat because it's good to the body.
They cut them, they fry them, they make them, they think it. Very nice to me. I enjoy it very, very well. And put enough pepper to me, enjoy it very, very.
Most often prepared and garnished with lots of spices before roasting, many attest to its savory taste, while some others have their reservations.
I don't like the meat because I know the pig does not like clean places. If you keep it in a very clean place, it can even fall sick. So it prefers very dirty environment, and that alone, the environment a pig is, you can't imagine the kind of things that the pig does. So it puts me off the pig.
There are some people who are very talented in that area. They will season it and give it a very, very sumptuous taste. So it's actually very sweet. But one thing I do not like about pork meat is the fact that since it's actually a roadside snack, the way they present, the manner of presentation, it's not actually hygienic, because you see that they just leave it open and all manner of things, dust, vehicles are passing, insects are flying, they are perching on it.
With all of the reservations and attractions, what is really the nutritional value of pork?
Pork is healthy kind of meat. Among all the red meats, I think pork is better. Pork is better, but you have to take it in moderation. Pork equally contains valuable vitamins, which I call excellent vitamins, like the zinc, selenium, like the iron, like the choline, and the phosphorus, of course, and many others, and many other micro mineral elements.
Whether you're a pork fan or not, an addition of pork into your diet might just increase its nutritional content. Will you give it a try? Evelyn Baduekpo, NTA News.
Moving away from that now, have you ever wondered why most ladies these days put on trousers, unlike in times past where wearing skirts and gowns was the norm? This curiosity set Esther Akpan on the streets of Uyo to unravel secrets behind this recent trend.
The world of fashion, especially mode of dressing, is very dynamic, hence it changes with time. For instance, in times past, African women were known for wearing gowns, skirts and wrappers. It was a thing of pride for the women to be adorned in flowing gowns, which gave them a regal appearance. Today, all of this seem to have changed, as most ladies now appear on trousers and other smart outfits. Why?
For some people, I prefer wearing trousers because some of them are very modest. Then for the intent, yes, when I wear it, I don't wear it to mimic masculinity or to stir controversy. I wear it because I feel comfortable on it.
Trousers always make ladies look kind of a bit attractive. Yeah. And the sense of dressing, there are clothes we put on that needs dressing code like trousers. And again, we just feel comfortable on trousers.
As fashion evolves, the wearing of trousers seems to be a preferred style among the women folk, and observers say this trend provides women with a smart look that makes them appear ready in an eventuality that requires agility.
I feel more comfortable when I wear trousers. I can act smart and I can sit anyhow like as I'm sitting now.
On some ladies, maybe for example, if you are climbing bike, if you are putting on trousers, you feel free to sit on a bike with trousers. So I think many ladies love trousers because of the freeness.
This makes me feel comfortable and I can sit anyhow I want. I can jump, run, but gown or skirt, you just open your legs, somebody will see you.
As the saying goes, different strokes for different people, and so the men appear to hold their opinion on women in trousers.
If I'm asked to choose between a woman wearing trousers and a short skirt, I'll prefer trousers because it gives the woman comfort. It gives her, she feels relaxed. So a woman wearing trousers for me is a good one.
Why I don't have a problem with them, women that are wearing trousers, because they may have reasons for doing so. For instance, if a woman wants to sit on a bike, wearing trousers would be good. But if a woman wants to go to the church, looking at a woman wearing trousers to go to church will not look decent.
Generally speaking, seeing a lady on trousers, it's not a problem. There is no legal law against it. There is actually no scriptural law also against it. So, Bible only advises modesty.
When it comes to a situation of wearing trousers, there are some ladies now that are turning wearing of trousers to a very big deal in terms of exposing their body to attract we guys. Now are trying to understand the dressing part of wearing trousers.
For a majority of women who wear trousers as Christians, this Christian cleric offers a biblical stance on the issue.
I am not looking at the dressing, but I look at indecent dressing. Say you come naked, or like you are a woman supposed to cover his breast, and then you come with a dress that expose your boobs and all that. I will tell you, no, that's indecent. Go dress fine. But no matter what, even if you want to dress in trousers, let it be that it covers you properly, and you wear and look neat and come in honor and respect of Christ, but not to be indecent about it.
Whatever influences your choice of dress, whether skirts, gowns, or trousers, analysts believe that the most important thing is to appear decent, modest, and smart for the appropriate occasion. After all, like many schools of thought say, you are addressed by how you dress. In Uyo, Esther Pan, NTA News.
That's it on Newscope tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I am Dianime Uko. Good night.